with Bitcoin leading a crypto rally.
Bitcoin is still well off its highs from late 2021, but it did cross above an important level today, surging above $30,000 for the first time since June.
What about potential catalysts for further upside?
The first line in the sand, potentially the first potential objective could be 30,800. After that, we're looking at 31,200. Crossing 30,000, though, it is very significant both for technical and fundamental reasons because it is the first time that we've seen this move since June 2022.
Bitcoin is on fire. The price rose past $30,000 for the first time since June this week, as the cryptocurrency continues a rally that has seen its price nearly double since the start of the year. Today, in this video, Gareth Soloway talks about the big question that's on everyone's mind. Can we break above 30K and stay there? What will the Bitcoin price be 3 months from now? Will it be higher or lower? Stay tuned till the end of the video as Gareth shares his viewpoint on where Bitcoin is headed in the coming weeks. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more latest updates on economy, crypto, and market. Let's dive into the video now.
Can we get above 30,000 and can we stay above 30,000? As of now, we haven't. What we've been doing is basically playing pinball with this support here at around 26.7 and around 28.7. So look at how you're just jumping back and forth. And again, you know, to me, this is just dead markets right now. I mean, there's not a lot going on. We're still waiting for that next bigger move to occur. And I think that's what's going to, be the determining factor here. I think for me, number one, we just a few days ago, we tested this 26,700 level and it actually held. So I think that's a positive. You want to see that hold. You don't want to see a break of that consolidation pattern. So I guess for me, it's looking at this and saying, okay, guys, on the upside potential, I actually am leaning towards this, maybe making another move up here to the 30,000 level. In addition, I think we have to look at the 30,000 as being a very psychologically important level for the market, right? Think about the even number. Think about where this was back in 2021 when the market collapsed in between the two bull market moves. And this is all around that 30,000 level.
Bitcoin started with a good note in 2023. Since then, Bitcoin has continued to climb higher, reaching new all-time highs of this year almost every day. The most recent high was reached this week when Bitcoin price rose above $30,000 for the first time since June of 2022. However, Bitcoin faced some resistance at this level and pulled back slightly. According to Gareth Soloway, we are playing pinball, jumping back and forth, testing the support and resistance levels. So, what can we expect from Bitcoin in the near future? Let's get into the next clip to learn more from Gareth Soloway.
If you ask me where Bitcoin is in 2 years, I'd go long right now and I'd hold, right? So that's not an issue. I'm a huge long-term bull fan of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies in general. But the bottom line is that you haven't broken, right? So I'm someone who's like, show me the money, show me the levels, right? And the bottom line is if you look at this chart, we're right up against this level. So as much as my heart wants to say, okay, Bitcoin race higher, as long as my gut says, oh, I hope it does, the charts are the ultimate arbiter of what I do, right? And right now we're still into resistance. So until we prove that we can break resistance, I can't turn bullish, right? It's all about probabilities. Probabilities are everything. And right now we're still into resistance. So basically, once we get above 30,000 and we close above 30,000, I'm waiting for a couple days to make sure that it stays there. And then my thesis says, okay, now the bottom has been proven that it is in on Bitcoin. When it comes to trading in general, I don't focus too much on it, but it's interesting to watch, especially when we're going through a U.S. banking crisis and a European banking crisis. So it makes sense, right? That you have money from a banking sector where all of a sudden it reinforces why there's a need for cryptocurrency and specifically Bitcoin, that money is going to rotate into Bitcoin. And so it makes sense during a banking crisis that you're going to see Bitcoin dominance gain.
Well, there are two possible scenarios. Either Bitcoin will resume its uptrend and break above 30,500, or it will correct lower and test some support levels. Let's start with the bullish scenario. If Bitcoin manages to overcome the $30,500 resistance, it could open the doors for more gains toward the next major target of 31,000. On the other hand, if Bitcoin fails to break above 30,500, it could face some selling pressure and correct lower. The first support level to watch is $29,725, which is the previous swing high. If Bitcoin bounces off this level, it could indicate that the uptrend is still intact and that buyers are still in control. However, If Bitcoin breaks below $29,725, it could signal a deeper correction in Bitcoin. The next support level to watch is $28,500. But if Bitcoin breaks below $28,500, it could open the doors for a larger correction in Bitcoin. So, what do you think about Bitcoin's performance? Do you think it will reach $31,000 soon? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, don't forget to give a big thumbs up to this video. Let's get into the next clip now.
So for me, it's more of looking at the equity markets. And I think the next sell in Bitcoin will come from issues like economic recession in the US, where we see the stock market collapse substantially, right? And so you're going to see another 25% down in the S&P 500, let's say in the second half of 2023. And that will just panic people into selling. Unfortunately, you're going to get this bleed through into other risk assets where Bitcoin also sells off when that does happen. And again, remember, you have margin, right? So people that are invested in stocks, they're going to get margin calls. They're going to say, oh, well, I don't want to sell my stocks and take that loss, so let me sell a little Bitcoin and bring that money into the stock portfolio. I think, honestly, that's what we're going to see. We're going to see kind of a secondary. It's not going to be Bitcoin related. It's not like Bitcoin has an issue. It's going to be more of a panic in the overall equity markets that will bleed into crypto.
As you can see, Bitcoin is in a critical juncture right now, and its next move could determine its direction for the next few weeks or months. Personally, I'm still bullish on Bitcoin, and I think it has more room to grow in 2021. Gareth also believes that the stock market is very vulnerable to a recession, and that could affect Bitcoin as well. According to him, Bitcoin is facing a bearish outlook in the next coming 3 months. He argues that the recent rally in the cryptocurrency was driven by speculation and hype, especially caused by flight to safety due to the banking crisis.
For years, I've said that China wants to be the reserve currency of the world, and I think this is just one step in that direction. The biggest thing for me is that type of movement is going to take years to happen. So it is starting. You're absolutely right. It is starting 100%, but it's just going to take a while for it to actually gain traction. So this is, again, it's another reason to own gold. It's another reason to own Bitcoin on the long term. If you have that long-term outlook, then this is where you want to be. Absolutely. The bottom line is this, it's just an alternative. It's one more way to protect yourself. So, I'm a big believer in diversification. I know you are too, right? You never put all your eggs in one basket. That's how we get in trouble. So again, you have some Bitcoin for the long term. You have a little gold for the long term. If you think about it, Bitcoin is still controllable by governments. And that's my biggest concern, right? So again, if I have my money in Coinbase and the government comes in and shuts down Coinbase and locks it down, how do I get my Bitcoin out, right? There are other ways, obviously, but with gold, if I have a physical piece of gold in my hand, I can go anywhere in the world with that gold and I can do what I got to do. So again, I think you have to just look at it and diversify across the board.
The bottom line is that diversification is a smart way to manage your investments and achieve your financial objectives. As Gareth Soloway said, it's wise to diversify your portfolio and not put all your eggs in one basket. I hope you found this post helpful and informative. If you did, please share it with your friends and family. So there you have it. Bitcoin price analysis. What do you think about Bitcoin's price action? Do you think it will break above $30,500 or correct lower? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more updates and insights on economy, crypto, and market. Also, be sure to hit that bell icon. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Adios.